Hey guys, it's Mike and Ike again, and today I just want to make a quick vid, another quick vid, about how to use training mode in Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I feel like I've noticed on Twitter there's a lot of misconceptions and kind of just misinfo about like certain combos, certain like ways stuff works in general, etc. So I'm gonna give you a pretty basic breakdown of how to typically use stuff in training mode. I'm not gonna go over the full thing extensively. I'm kind of just gonna give you a brief thing. So I'm gonna actually go back to my menu real quick just so I can show you what the default settings look like and then what you want to change. Okay, so I'm gonna pick soy phone here. And then yeah, I'm gonna just fight Ichigo. Ichigo's a pain in the butt. I'm just kidding. I never really fought Ichigo, but yeah, I'm gonna show y'all exactly what to do when you use training mode. Typically, especially if you're testing stuff like combos, you want to like be sure. Okay, like what are my combos? How do they work? What can I do, etc. As you notice, I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry. Like I play matches in this game, but sometimes my brain just kind of melts and I forget. But I'm pretty sure you always start with full resource right away. So in training mode, you also start with full resource. Now, here's the thing about training mode. A lot of stuff is on infinite or like fast reload. You don't want that on if you're actually testing practical stuff because it could, if you're ignorant or misguided, you could think something works when it doesn't. So for instance, the revenge case is on fast reload. So that means like this stuff will pop back up right away. You can't do this stuff in match. Like that will not happen. That will never happen. So you want this on normal. And then if you need to put it back on, it's a bit of a pain in the butt, but you can just put it back on fast reload if you want to put it back on to kind of just get the meter back. But you want this on reload, fast reload, or not fast reload. You want this on normal. Excuse me. So you want that on normal, and then now if you're like doing certain combos, like it's not gonna, it's just gonna come back regularly. So say you're doing like, say if I'm doing a Soifun combo, I'm gonna put that on fast reload to get the back. I'm gonna put it on normal. Say I'm doing a Soifun combo and I wanna like see what I can do, right? So I'm gonna do boom, 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 boom. That's something basic. That's not like the actual combo, but you see what I mean? Because if you have it on fast reload, you're gonna think you can do stuff like this more than once on accident. So for instance, if I do, oh my god, like you're gonna be like, again, that wasn't like an actual combo or anything. But you see what I mean? Like, you don't want stuff like that because it could just mess up, like, the way you perceive the combo. So, you want to keep that on normal and then just use fast reload to get the meter back. So, typically, just in case for me personally, I like to put that on normal. Um, Also, you want stuff like spiritual power on normal as well. That way, you can see how much meter you're using on stuff. You don't want to, because you can only do that 3 times. So, if you have full bar anyway, you can only do that 3 times. So you want that on normal as well, typically, and then you can just put it back on infinite if you want the stuff. Granted, when it's on infinite, yeah, actually, yeah, see how it just goes back right away? So, yeah, you don't want that. You want that on normal so you can see practically what you're doing. So, yeah, you want that on normal as well. The guard gauge, I kind of just keep it like this, but if you want to be practical, I would probably put this on normal too. So in case if you're testing, like, block strings or something, which I'll get to in a second. I'll get to combos too. Like say if you're testing block strings, you know, you can look at what it does to your guard. You know what I mean? But yeah, so you can have that on normal as well. But honestly, though, if it's on infinite, it's not too big of a deal. But again, if you want to be practical, I would probably have that on normal. And then if you just want it to fill back up, just switch it back. The Kompaku, I typically just have, I just keep that. Because like you're gonna know what damage you're doing, right? Same thing with the Reishi gauge. I typically keep that on auto recovery, because you're gonna know what damage you're doing. You know what I mean? So I keep that the same typically. I keep that the same typically. Did I just? Yeah, I'm making sure those settings are right. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna fill back up, but you're gonna know what damage you're doing. Like, if you know. So I keep that the same, but I think the most important things are to make sure this is on normal, and you know, most of this other stuff, the spiritual power, like the actual meters that you use in match, you want to keep those on normal. That way you know which combos with meter are practical. Now, another thing I'm going to get into is combos. So you want to test out what combos work, what doesn't work. So notice how I have this on. Guard only after start. So pretty much what this is if your combo isn't real, they're gonna block. So for instance, if I'm playing Soy Phone, I'm gonna reset. Say I'm like, I wonder if this works. That doesn't work. That's not a combo. Say you want to figure out if this works. That almost worked, but that doesn't work. Oops, excuse me. So you're like, okay, like we're trying to do this. Wow, that actually worked. That's a full combo. Notice that you'll see the combo counter on the left too. That's another indicator as well. But I like to also put the guard only after start just in case. Because you never know sometimes with like certain games, training modes and stuff, they can be wonky. So, me personally, I like to have that on just in case. And I noticed some people are like, oh, I found an infinite. And it's like, not an infinite at all. Like, they'll like do some shit like, no, they'll just do some random stuff and they'll be like, yeah, I found an infinite, and it's not an infinite. Or they'll be like, oh my god, I found a loop, and then it's like just them doing this a million times when they don't have it on normal meter, etc. So, yeah. So I just want to clear up that. I think the only other thing I want to go over real quick as well is, this is more for testing out certain strings and what's good and not good real fast. I do want to go over that as well. So if you want to test that out, y'all, so notice, in training settings, there is a counter attack setting. And notice there's one that says guard, right? So if you're trying to test out what's like punishable and not punishable, typically you just want to put it on quick attack, leave it on action 1. Okay? Now, I don't know how good this actually is. Like, I don't know if it works. Like, I don't know if they did the attack frame 1 or not. But typically, this should teach you what's safe and not safe. Worst case scenario, I could show you another way real fast how to test that out, but I think this is the easiest way. So you want to, again, I'll show you again, counter attack, action 1. You can put it on any action. I just keep it on action 1. You can also set 3 different actions. So if you want to see, like, if you want to see if they can flash step out of it too, you can, like, do that. Or if you want to see if they can do a spiritual pressure move or something of that nature. Or if you want to record a slot yourself, like, see if, like, if a sidestep works or something, you can do that too. But just to keep it simple, I'm going to just keep it on quick attack. Quick attack's typically the fastest move, as far as I'm aware. So, yes, quick attack, and then you want to have the dummy. So, you know, that guard thing we were talking about earlier? Put it on always guard. So now, if you're like, okay, is this move good? Okay, so it should typically be safe. Now, again, if you want to, like, do it as fast as possible, I would record a slot as well and just push square immediately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up and immediately mash square. So I was literally mashing it. Actually, hold on, I think I messed up, so I'm going to do it again. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put it on slot 1. Again, I'll push it as fast as possible. So we're going to test this one more time. So that should typically be safe, at least against Ichigo. This is safe. Like, I could be wrong. Like, this could be unsafe versus other characters. Now, what if you're like, okay, can I do this? No. So that's punishable. So you can't do that, but you can just do this. So that's good to know, right? Most heavy moves or flash moves, most of these are also punishable. And then just one more time just to show y'all. Again, always guard, and then either put it on quick attack or just record your own slot. Quick attack's probably a little easier if you want to see. Just make sure after you do a move, y'all, please make sure you are holding guard. Please. After every move you want to hold the guard button. This is very practical in match. You don't want to, like, do this and then push a button. You know what I'm saying? Unless the move is, like, advantage on block or plus on block. But you wouldn't, you know, you can test stuff out. Like, if you want to be like, okay, is this, can I do something after that? You can also do that as well. But typically, you want to hold guard after most moves. So, yeah. So, again, we're going to test this out again. Yep, see how that hit me? So, yeah. So, you could do either or. You can put it on quick attack or you can record your own slot to test stuff like that out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to show y'all. I think that's mostly it. I just wanted to go over some slight misconceptions or ignorance, whatever you want to call it, on how to, you know, how combos work and stuff when testing in training mode. I kind of rambled a bit, so I apologize, but, you know, I'm very passionate about this stuff. I've been playing fighting games for years. I want people to get better. I want people to see what's, you know, practical. I want people to post good stuff. I want people to know what they're doing, etc. So, hopefully this helps. I'm probably going to upload this on YouTube as well. And yeah, so that's really it. If y'all like the video, leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. I'll probably eventually post matches. If y'all want to see live matches, I'll post matches as well. I do also live stream on Twitch sometimes at Mike and Ike FGC. And yeah, that's really it. I'll see y'all in the next Bleach video or whatever video I do next. Peace out.